NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a... Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Game situation. Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The tackle there by Antoine Woods. Week 5 for Aaron Jones, by the way, was a game for the ages at Dallas. 19 carries, 107 yards, 4 touchdowns. First Packer to run for 4 scores since Dorsey Levens 20 years ago, and the first player ever to run for 4 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Right here, right here. Check Mike 54.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
First down, Packers.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Go! Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, spinning away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get out there. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Mike, 26.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. Go right in.
Here we go. Hey, we got tight left, tight left.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, kill.
On third down, it's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him.
319.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Kill, Mike. Check 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check 1-3. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Let's go, D. Big C.
Black.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
48 for Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 48. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch out.
To the 50. Right.
Check.
Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Go!
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. It's caught here by Adams. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Right there. Hey, exit. 54 miles. Now, look over here.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Williams can't punch it in on fourth and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike 50, Mike 50. We want this. Here we go, 50, Mike 50. I'm here all day.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Here we go, going to 53. Mike 26.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, kill. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there at 20 yards. On first down, Elliott. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Here we go, 46.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Packers' 45-yard line.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. No. Off. Hey, Mike. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, kill. 47. Heavy. Mike's 42. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
12 yards there and a first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Move. Gun. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Coming. Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Switch it, hey. That's it. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill.
To throw is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch twins.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
You got tight right there.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check. 47. Check. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Switch up.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
Right. 3-18. Inside. Get it together, team. Get it together. Hey, Charlie.
Check. Watch 54. Go.
Right now. You got 58.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's into the clear. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be taken very short.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
319, 55, 88, 88.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. All right.
To throw again. Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Hey, Mike,
Hey. There you go. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Brings up third and one.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
It's fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Packers.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
50, 50.
at the 50-yard
Here we go.
line.
He's checking. Crash.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Hey, 50.
Prescott now from the 50. It's caught. Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 42.
Hey, kill.
That's the way.
Under.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Maher is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st down. 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check, check. Go to me! Go to me! Hey, box truck.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the target there. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Coming to you. 54, Mike. 54, Alpha. 54.
Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that is going to put him on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.